Jai Hind viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, the topic of today's video is Johari window and how Johari window, knowledge of Johari window can help you in your self-improvement. By the way, the request for making this video has come from one of my viewers. I'm sharing his text. We will discuss about Johari window, about its basic structure. Then we'll have a little bit of discussion about how we can utilize the concept of Johari window for our self-improvement. So here is the text of that viewer's request. Just a minute. Yes, friends, here is the text. The viewer says, please make a video on how to use Johari window for self-introspection. Friends, there are two parts of this request. Johari window, and second one is how to use this for self-introspection. Well, you must know a little bit about the Johari window. Of course, it's quite an academic topic, and I don't think it is desirable to dwell on the academics and the theoretical part. However, you must understand Johari window at least in its basic structure. Okay, friends, assume there is a person, A. This person is interacting with a group of people or with maybe one person for some purpose. Purposive interaction, or the person is interacting with a group. Call that group or that person B. So, person A interacts with B. Person A presents himself to B. This presentation is based on two things. One, whether he has got complete knowledge about his strengths, weaknesses, habits, tendencies, reaction pattern, knowledge of one's own self. And the second part is, friends, what is his desire to present himself? Is the desire honest and earnest? Remember, depending on the perceived value of interaction with B, the person would present himself either honestly, truthfully, or he will go for some manipulation. So, A presents himself to B. Now, what is B? B is observing and confirming. Mind you, I have used these two phrases, observing and confirming. What is observing? What is observation of B about A? How A is presenting himself, and confirming means B already has got some knowledge and information about A. Whichever way A is presenting himself is going to be confirmed. So A and B, they interact, and this interaction is based on the knowledge and information about oneself for A, and the same thing for B, whatever he knows about A. So this A, B, that might have become a little intricate for you people. Just a minute, I would like to show it with the help of some, maybe the basic design or basic lines. Just a minute. Now, friends, look at the screen. This is the basic structure of Johari window. In nutshell, one can say that there are two people. One is the self. You may refer that self as person A, and there is another person B or a group of people, call him others. So self and others. When the interaction is purposive, let us say if there is a training situation, which I have, taken as an example here, then the self or A refers to the trainee and others or B refer to the trainer. So the trainee and the trainer, they interact, self and others interact, or as we have discussed a couple of minutes before, A interacts with B. Now, the self or A person has got some knowledge about himself. Maybe possible that this person is not having complete knowledge. A few aspects of his own habits, reaction patterns are unknown to himself. Similarly, from others' perspective, let's say trainer's perspective or B's perspective, others have got some information about A known to others. It is possible that certain aspects of A's personality, habit patterns, attitudes, strengths, weaknesses, they are unknown to others. So this is a situation, friends. Now this situation, known to others and unknown to others, and known to self and unknown to self, this results in this structure. Look at the next slide. Johari window, therefore, friends, is a matrix, you may say. It makes 4 corners or quadrants. Number 1 is arena, in which it is known to self and known to others. Both the parties, they know, they agree. There's no conflict. The second situation is, technically it's called as the blind spot, unknown to self and known to others. Now let's first come to fourth situation, unknown, where both the parties are not having knowledge about A. That A means the trainee, let us say, or the self doesn't know about himself, and so is the case with others. They also not know anything about the self. Very interesting situation is the third situation, friends, wherein the self and others, they are having some kind of, difference, known to self, but unknown to others. Friends, here, this situation is called as facade, mask. There could be a reason that the self is a manipulative self, or sometimes the others is, okay, the unknown. I mean, it remains unknown. Self is aware of own qualities, reaction pattern, but either he's hiding, he's manipulating, or he's projecting a different self altogether. That's why the term facade is here. Now, friends, this is the basic structure of Johari window, and the viewer has asked how we can use it for self-introspection and self-improvement. Before I come to this point, I'm asserting that Johari window is utilized in our selection system in the psych technique, particularly in the self-description, wherein you are giving a report about your good and bad points to the psychologist. Remember, you have assumed the role of self, and the psychologist to whom you are presenting has to take up the role of others. Now, friends, remember, psychologist has already gone through 3 of the tests, your responses, I would say. He has read your responses for TAT, WAT, and SRT, and he has already got a fairly good knowledge about the various qualities the various personality factors which are supposed to be employable. I mean, you understand this is a purposive interaction. Psychologist is testing you for the purpose of testing your or assessing your employability as an officer in the armed forces. Now, the biggest question, the moot point, the core point of the viewer's curiosity, how we can use Johari window for self-introspection. Friends, first, let us agree that knowledge to psychologists about your qualities or lack of it for that matter, and your own knowledge about yourself. This is the way the Johari window matrix is complete. But please understand that the psychologist is going to evaluate you only on those factors which are relevant for all this pursuit. These factors are intellectual, social, leadership, and dynamic. I repeat, psychologists' interest and the relevance of the whole testing process lies in assessing you in these four factors, that is intellectual, social, leadership, and dynamic. Now, friends, you have to assess yourself. Now, introspection, you have used the word introspection. Introspection means to see inwards, to look inwards. You can say in Hindi, antar darshan. So you have to examine yourself, assess yourself from the opinions of various people, from your report cards, from the success or lack of it while you are interacting with the daily life situations. Intellectual, that means whether you have grasped the situations or you understand the situations. It may be academic, it may be the real life situations. Do you grasp it well? Have you got the essence of it? That means your ability to analyze and evaluate. Are you clear in your priorities? Your clear priorities, they will reflect in your quick or timely decisions. Friends, there are multiple occasions in your own life. You must have got the chance to assess yourself with the success and failures on all these situations or according to these factors. Now comes social. Now you can very well assess yourself whether you are a loner, you enjoy the company of others, what is the size of your peer group. Please remember, these are the very, very relevant qualities for the armed forces. We work in a team. A loner has got no place in the armed forces as a leader, at least. Remember, it is just not the operations administration and the other official functions you perform. Even you live in community. If you are a loner, I'm afraid you'll be the most miserable person. Your default position will be that of a leader. Leader commands, controls, performs all the managerial functions. So first thing, friends, you have to assess yourself. Ask a question to yourself. Do you feel that you are a leader in the group situation? This is a role perception. Nobody assigns you, let me tell you. Yes, in the formal organization, a position will be assigned to you, but the perception is according to self-assessment. There are people who have got the desire to lead. They contribute to the group cause. They are active when the group is facing some situation. They are concerned about the growth, vibrance of the group. They would like to take the members along. So this is the self-perception of one's role in the group. In the selection board's parlance, this is connected directly with the quality of initiative. Initiative will be taken only by the person who feels that he's genuinely a leader and he is to take the group forward, group's interest forward. And as far as the last of the factors is concerned, D or dynamism. Friends, the first thing, please assess whether you give yourself the simple tasks, easy tasks, average level of task, or you give yourself the higher level of task, challenging tasks. We require in the armed forces a person who has got the higher achievement motivation, the person who gives himself the higher targets. Because if your self-assigned goal is of a higher level, if it has got some challenges, you will be investing some labor, hard work, you will remain focused, you will value that goal, your works will be consistent. Your hard work towards the goal achievement, that will be consistent. So friends, it is not all that difficult to understand the requirements. It has been told to you on different fora, different mentors. The concept of OLQ itself is for the basic purpose of your development itself. It is not to just mug up these things and try to produce it deliberately, consciously, or pretentiously in your responses. No. I say I, S, L, D, or let us say the first factor, planning and organization. Second factor, social adjustment. Third factor, leadership factor or social effectiveness. And the dynamic factor. These are the factors, friends, you can assess yourself. You can relate with different life situations, the success and failures that you have experienced, and accordingly think of, assess your own level and think of your future strategy to develop these. Young friends, I am Group Captain A.K. Srivastava, a retired education officer of the Indian Air Force, ex-psychologist, Mysore and Varanasi selection boards, ex-instructor, Air Force Academy, twice ex-headmaster, 2 Sainik schools. Friends, this is the handle of my YouTube channel. Please watch the various videos. If you're coming here for the first time, please like, subscribe, press the bell icon, give your comments, discuss the contents, and share it with others. And before, friends, I sign off, I say that the October schedule of mentorship program has been announced. The first batch is starting from the 1st of October and the second batch from the 24th. For dossier evaluation, personal strategy, psych mentorship, please contact me on these numbers. Young friends, thank you very much. Appreciate your patience. I hope that you can well connect Johari window and the process of self-improvement through introspection. God bless you. Have a nice day.